The NFL Combine is now in the books, and as we make our way through March and into the spring, the NFL Draft is just around the corner. Over the next month plus, there will be plenty of discussion about prospects and who will be drafted where come late April. Ohio State has 13 former players hoping to hear their name called in Nashville. On Tuesday, NFL.com draft analyst Bucky Brooks released an updated version of his top 5 prospects at each position for the draft. 4 Buckeyes made the list. At quarterback, Brooks has Dwayne Haskins as his top quarterback. This is interesting because there is some debate about how high Haskins will be drafted. The Arizona Cardinals, under new head coach Cliff Kingsbury, are now expected to draft former Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray with the first overall pick. Murray is Brooks' second-ranked quarterback, followed by Missouri's Drew Lock, Duke's Daniel Jones and NC State's Ryan Finley. Here's what Brooks said about his top 5 quarterbacks. The 2019 quarterback class hasn't generated the buzz at the last year's star-studded group, but there are indeed franchise quarterback candidates and future starters available. Haskins is a 5-star player with the arm talent, IQ and pocket passing skills to set the NFL world on fire. Despite only 1 year of starting experience at Ohio State, the Heisman Trophy finalist flashes the maturity to be a QB1 from day one. Murray is an electric playmaker with arm talent and athleticism. He dazzles as a runner, but is quite adept delivering darts from the pocket. If teams can get comfortable with his substandard physical dimensions, 5'10", 207 pounds, they could fall in love with the Russell Wilson-like playmaker from Oklahoma. Locke is an ultra-talented passer with a high-level basketball background that's shaped his athleticism and movement skills. He capably makes every throw in the book to any area of the field, but needs to learn how to play as a manager to flourish in the league. Jones checks off most of the boxes as a QB1. He's a big, athletic playmaker with a high IQ and nimble feet. Although Jones doesn't possess the arm talent of the aforementioned signal callers, he spins the ball fine and has a feel for connecting the dots as a passer. Finley lacks high-end arm talent, as well, but is a consistent passer with outstanding accuracy and touch as a dink and dunk specialist. The NC State product could thrive in a quick rhythm offense that features explosive playmakers on the perimeter. Haskins led the country in both passing yards, 4,831, and passing touchdowns, 50, in 2018, but finished third in the Heisman Trophy voting behind Murray and Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. The former Scarlet and Gray signal caller has the ideal size and strength to make all the throws, but Murray may go higher due to the Cardinals' belief that he fits their new air raid offense. At wide receiver, Paris Campbell is a riser for Brooks. After not being listed on his initial rankings, Brooks now has Campbell as the 5th best receiver available in the draft after his performance at the Combine where, among impressing in other drills, he ran a 4.31-second 40-yard dash, tied for the best time at his position. Campbell is behind Oklahoma's Marquise Brown, Ole Miss DK Metcalf, Ole Miss A.J. Brown and Arizona State's N'Keal Harry. Here's what Brooks said about his top 5 receivers. This group's loaded with big-bodied pass catchers possessing spectacular ball skills. That said, Marquise Brown is a bit of an outlier, as a slender playmaker with home run potential. The 5'9", 166-pounder is a Deshaun Jackson-like deep threat with speed to burn. Metcalf created quite the buzz in Indianapolis with his spectacular 40-time 4.33, but the 6'3", 228-pounder is really a straight-line playmaker ideally suited to produce explosive plays on vertical routes. Despite his limitations as a route runner, the Ole Miss product has blue-chip potential as a designated big play threat on the perimeter. A.J. Brown is a rugged pass catcher with outstanding hands and ball skills. He routinely plucks the ball off the heads of defenders on vertical routes down the boundary. Questions about his speed might depress his draft stock somewhat, but the Ole Miss standout looks like a natural WR1 with the size and strength to dominate smallish corners. Harry's strong performance at the Combine silenced the naysayers questioning his speed. The 6'2", 228-pounder possesses an Allen Robinson-like game that could make him a WR1 in some systems. Campbell is a catch-and-run specialist with exceptional stop-start quickness and playmaking potential. He could blossom into a high-end utility player in an offense that fully maximizes his versatility as a receiver, runner, returner. Campbell finished his Ohio State career with 1,768 receiving yards and 17 total touchdowns, most of that production coming in the final 2 years as a Buckeye. Campbell's Combine performance has many saying he could be a late first or early second-round pick. The knock on Campbell has long been his hands, although he worked hard to improve those over his last years with the Scarlet and Gray. On the offensive line, Brooks has Michael Jordan as his fifth-ranked prospect. He is behind NC State's Garrett Bradbury, Mississippi State's Elgton Jenkins, Texas A. Here's what Brooks said about the 5 offensive linemen. Interior blockers are frequently treated like second-class citizens in the draft process, but Quentin Nelson's substantial impact in Indianapolis has teams looking for dominant interior blockers in the 2019 class. Bradbury is the belle of the ball as a high IQ player with outstanding blocking skills. The NC State star displays excellent movement skills climbing to the second level, but also flashes enough pop to move defenders off the ball. As an excellent communicator, he makes all of the checks and adjustments at the line. McCoy's combination of strength, power, balance and body control separates him from many others at the position. He can hold his ground and anchor against power players while also displaying enough athleticism to climb to the second level. Lindstrom is a hard-hat and lunch-pail type with a rock-solid game and rugged demeanor. He is arguably one of the most athletic linemen in the draft, exhibiting outstanding quickness and lateral movement skills. Jordan, who played guard for 2 years and then moved to center, is the only player in Brooks's top 5 that did not play at least 4 seasons at the college level. Jordan's decision to leave after his junior season was met with criticism by many experts who believe he needed another year of college despite being a 3-year starter. Brooks's final Buckeye listed will come as no surprise. Nick Bosa is Brooks's top edge rusher, as he is for nearly every prognosticator. In fact, most have Bosa as the top-ranked player overall, even if he likely will go after Murray. The other 4 edge rushers are Kentucky's Josh Allen, Michigan's Rashawn Gary, Mississippi State Montez Sweat and Clemson's Clelin Ferrell. Here is what Brooks says about the D-linemen. This draft class features a number of quarterback hunters with the right combination of athleticism, strength and skill to become double-digit sack producers early in their respective careers. Bosa is ahead of the game as a refined rusher with a diverse repertoire of moves. The Ohio State star can win with finesse or power while exhibiting exceptional hand-to-hand combat skills on the way to the quarterback. Allen is a cheetah off the edge with outstanding first-step quickness and an explosive closing burst. He can turn the corner on dip and rip maneuvers that showcase his exceptional balance and body control. Gary is a freak athlete with enough versatility to play inside or outside on the line. Although he's a better athlete than player at this point, the Michigan standout is a top 5 talent with Pro Bowl potential. Sweat continues to rise up the charts as he checks off boxes as a dynamic player with polished pass rush skills and A-level athleticism. With his length and non-stop motor, he could blossom into an annual 10-sack guy off the edge. Ferrell is an explosive edge rusher with cat-like quickness off the snap. He is a bit of a straight-line rusher, but his energy and effort make up for his inability to consistently turn the corner while pursuing the quarterback. The only concern about Bosa is that he's recovering from a core muscle injury suffered in Ohio State's 3rd game of last season, ending his Buckeye career. Bosa's 14 total tackles, 6 tackles for a loss and 4 sacks in 2018 gave him career totals of 77 total tackles, 29 tackles for a loss and 17.5 sacks, despite rarely starting for the Scarlet and Gray. What's next for the Buckeyes? Make sure you're in the loop. Take 5 seconds to sign up for our free Buckeyes newsletter now. Want the latest scoops and news on the Buckeyes? Try our 7-day free trial and become a Bucknut subscriber. April's NFL Draft will likely be another parade of Ohio State talent as these Buckeyes and more head to the NFL. The only question left to answer is who will get drafted where and how many former Scarlet and Gray players get selected.